Hi, welcome to the Hufstetler Group Real Estate Show.
We're your hosts. I'm Carolyn Hufstetler.
And I'm Greg Hufstetler. Hey Carolyn, how's crime in your neighborhood?
Apparently very profitable. Crime seems to pay way above average.
That's because these days they have an unfair advantage
Mm-hmm.
in numbers. Just this past month, Constable Precinct 5 laid off 18 deputies and 5 administrative personnel.
Unreal. And that's just supposedly just the beginning. Here in Harris County, we're trying to make up for a $104 million budget shortfall in 2011. And the 8 constable precincts have gotten hit pretty hard with anywhere from 16 to 29% decreases in their budgets. Sadly, the majority, and I'm talking about 85% of their budgets, are payroll. And payroll is patrolling peace officers.
What about neighborhoods like our neighborhood that pays for a constable presence?
Right.
Or neighborhoods that have an individual assessment for presence?
Right, that's the big unknown. I've been talking to a few local HOA reps who have those separate contracts for protection that the individual homeowners pay for. The Harris County Constable Office has assured them in writing that their paying neighborhoods will remain a priority in patrol.
Maybe it's time for a little kinetic policing action. Maybe we can ask the French if they'll take the lead on that.
I don't know about all that, but the real issue is that 160 to 190 patrolling police officers have already been or will be laid off, shrinking our boots on the ground in our neighborhood patrols. In Precinct 1, Jack Abercia's group, he's laid off 44 uniformed deputies. Precinct 2, Constable Freeman has laid off 9 Galena Park, the Independent School District deputies. Precinct 2, Constable Freeman has will be laying off as many as 100. In Precinct 8, Constable Bailey actually retired after almost 30 years of service, taking one for the team after he'd already laid off 12.
That ain't good.
And by the way, what did Constable Jones say about his Precinct 3 response times after last year's mess in
Well,
09?
in 2009, Precinct 3 had a hiring freeze.
Right.
Mind you, didn't lose anybody, didn't lay anybody off, just did not add any constable deputies. They saw their average response time balloon from 3 minutes to over 13 minutes a call. Now, even a Georgia public school graduate like myself can do that math. That's a 400% increase in response time.
Wow, and that begs the question, okay, so we're laying off a bunch of constables, what about HPD? What about the Sheriff's Department taking up the slack? Well, as we both know, HPD already has their hands full. The Sheriff's Department's primary responsibility is to patrol the unincorporated areas of the city. That's hundreds and hundreds of miles. And not to mention, they serve all of our writs and warrants. So the Constable Patrol basically has been focusing on the local neighborhoods as well as traffic enforcement in the local neighborhoods, which helps to shrink crime, and special investigations.
To make matters even worse, next year there's a projected 6% budget shortfall. That's going to have to be dealt with in addition to the problems with this year's budget.
As citizens, obviously, we're worried about the reduced number of boots on the ground.
Yeah, as opposed to rears and chairs in administrative buildings.
Right.
The bottom line is, well, we don't have any proof that the layoffs will lessen the neighborhood patrols or increase response times. Common sense tells me that you can't help but suffer. Harris County is growing by leaps and bounds, as is Texas as a whole. And if any reduced presence has to be a detrimental effect.
So what's the solution, Greg?
Well, that's why I'm a member of the National Rifle Association. I suggest that you join too.
Well, here's what I didn't mention. In at least 4, and that's half of our constable precincts, deputies' hours are being cut, which may mean less money for them. So what we're asking you all to do is at least support these officers. So go to www.100club.org. That's www.100club.org. And make a donation to help support our peace officers. Plus, you get that really cool sticker that you can stick on the back of your windshield.
Too cool, but I'm going to warn you, it might not save you from the speeding ticket down Briar Forest Drive. Thanks, guys.